Hi there, my name is Kish, student number A00290504, and this is my Java JDBC project that I'm going to show you today. So I'll just do a demo of the functionalities that we have. So to check our SQL queries here, we create the table itself. We have a customer table, a driver table, a restaurant table, and a deliveries table. So this is essentially a food order for a food order application. And if I could just flash the ERD on screen, then it'll make this easier. Just 1 second. Yep. So with food orders, we can generate a ERD here, and we can see, so this is basically the relationship of my table. We have a restaurant table, a customer table, the deliveries, the main table that connects to all of them. So primary key of order ID, and then restaurant, customer, and driver ID. Okay, so going to the GUI now. This is our GUI. We have our insert, delete, update, and export. And then for our buttons, we have exports to CSV for all of the tables, so the user can view all of the tables. So in this case, let's try with order ID 13. We have, like, let's say we do just 2 for all of this. Just any random address, any random name, and then order date. This one has to be proper because we have triggers in place to check these things, and we have a stored procedure as well. So let's say we go with 12, 12, 12 and a price of 12, 12. Here, if we hit insert, it'll say insert was successful. This is triggering a trigger and a store procedure to save this in. So if we take a look at the code here, we can see even when we create the deliveries table, and then we insert some dummy data. But then here's where we have all of our triggers, and we also have stored procedures here for all of the basic functionality, like insert, update, or delete as well. So yeah, this is pretty much all in the SQL file here, but I'm just gonna refer to it as I'm talking. So here we have insert was successful, and if we hit OK, we can see that it's reflected on the table. Now, if we want to update this, we can just, because we have this selected already, we can now, let's change this to all threes, and then if we hit the update button, it should update. When you hit OK, it'll reflect here. So that's also using a trigger and a store procedure to save this. And then we have a delete. So if we have this selected here, click this, and then we hit delete, and now it should be deleted. There it is. Finally, we have a clear to just wipe the GUI clean, and then we have 4 exports. So export number 1, it says that it's successful, and then if we check here, we can see that we have a delivery tables.csv here. It basically downloads the table for the user to see, and then it does the same for customer, driver, and restaurant. So we can see here we have all of the tables now: customer table, driver table, and the restaurant table.csv. So the user can view all of the different tables by pressing those buttons and downloading them. In terms of code, we just have a main window here, and then in the main window content, if we have a look at some of the code, the main code is actually in the buttons themselves. So we can see that we basically have an insert query here, and then it uses a trigger to make sure that it executes the insert query, and then it uses a trigger and a stall procedure, and if anything goes wrong, it'll hit us with a error message, a target delete button. In this case, this is to delete anything that we have selected. So here, then we have this new button 1, 2, and 3. These are the prints for the CSV. We have delivery tables, which is printing to CSV as well. Update button, which does the same thing, and then it takes in the values and then updates based off the order ID. And that's pretty much it. Last thing I want to show is just some of the triggers in action. So let's say we try to do this and see we have this the error message being shown. So we have a bunch of different error messages as well. let's say we had like number 6, delete was successful, probably in a different database, but yep, basically that's the case. Yeah, so we can see we have a bunch of error handling as well in this program, and that's pretty much it. Thank you.